可能那个礼拜天早上没事补一下进度，想说多少推一点。好，诶、那一天玩到在难民营打工，然后差不多做完了，然后要干嘛？好像要回去跟那个老板讲话，大概吧。够，对，要跟古斯塔夫先生交谈。交谈，
All right.
Fine. No more orders and everyone's served.
That's the go. Now listen, Dana. I know, you know, the Brown Shadow is dangerous, right? So for heaven's sake, keep your feelings to yourself. And refrain from answering her burger back like you did, eh? The Brown Shadow is not something you can just chit-chat about.
But
Look, it's not safe. And it will only come back and bite you. Mark my words, Dana. Especially in today's climate.
I only...
Dana, I know. Just be careful. No one wants problems with fascists. You get my drift? And may I remind you that I warned you earlier when you asked me for advice. So I'll tell you one last time. Don't get drawn in. Do you hear me, Dana? So, young lady, you're still off to the academy in the fall, are you not? What you waiting for, then? Get back to your practicing, and play us a nice tune while you're at it.
All right then. I will. Thank you, Herr Gustav.
Play something melodious this time. It'll make a nice change from the military pieces some of the patrons have been requesting of late.
这么复杂？弹钢琴，Open。
Well, Herr Gustav did a pretty good job repairing that key I broke yesterday.
直接 play 翻译成播放，意思就是我们不用动的意思。希望。
Leon, what are you doing? I want to catch the light.
傻小，
Oh, gosh, I haven't.
Bravo! Bravo!
那个男的也站太近了吧？有需要特地站到钢琴正后方吗？有病！
Bravo. Bravo.
Clap! How can you clap? Oh, so you like noise, do you? Do you? Well, you should be ashamed! Ashamed, I say! To applaud the music of a treacherous Polish separatist! Rebel rousing! It's this kind of rebel rousing that puts the poison of Marxist Bulgarian ideology in the minds of honest people! And those who partake in its vulgarization are accessory to treason!
You are drunk, Herr Hoss.
Out of my way, boy.
Come, Fraulein. Best clear off until the dust settles.
You should have seen me then, Fraulein Walker. I was so young and eager to witness whatever could happen between Dana and Leon. I needed to know, to be included, one way or another.
哦，我换人了吗？
Shouldn't you be in bed?
The blasted fight. That's all I need.
Don't you have some dolls to dress or something?
What a fiasco.
He had it coming.
尝试弹钢琴 ，OK。哎、你要上去啊？
Then he don't.
哎、
Give them some space, would you?
我有尝试弹钢琴啊，他不让我弹啊。啊，我要怎么弹？
Oh, Lenny. Why don't you leave the piano to those who actually know how to play it, huh?
我不能试弹一下，奇怪。
What's the point? I could never compete with Dana.
想办法监视，想，啊，怎么办？我要怎么监？上楼。然后就摔断脚，是吗？滑雪金牌，2颗星星。银牌0.34秒差，第2名。法亨唯一的奥运奖牌的滑雪家。我在布莱希德湖拿到奖牌是铜牌，梦想成真了。科巴提斯是谁啊？
I'm so glad I started this collection of photos. When I grow up, I'll travel all around the world and photograph everywhere I go. When I'm old, the wall will be covered with them. Honestly, Junta is not that good. I'm sure I could do better if only I could practice a bit.
他有一点过度的竞争心态，放在那个男生身上。永塔会拍照，所以一直占着那个男生的时间去拍照，他就开始学拍照。现在又被 Dana 那个钢琴吸引，他又想要去弹看钢琴，感觉上像这样。诶，哦，是转。
You all right? Yeah, I thought so.
It's just that if I had retaliated, I would have lost my job, you know? Believe me, I came this close to not being able to pay for my studies at the academy after the holidays.
Forget it. He was blind drunk. Won't even remember it come tomorrow. All Gustav could see it wasn't your fault. Besides, you didn't see him after your performance. Ecstatic he was.
There are more and more people like that brute. They don't even bother to hide their hatred anymore. It's like they've been given a mission, or perhaps I should say permission, to abuse people like me, as if Vagarans had suddenly become the scourge of society. And we're powerless to act because if we did, we'd lose our home. My parents, they've become a bundle of nerves. They can't sleep at night. Only last week, our shop window got smashed again, and our neighbors, they couldn't care less, and neither could the authorities.
选哪一个好？这个好了。
What's wrong? Did my rant frighten you?
Well, yes. Yes, it did. I mean, not you, Fraulein. But what you said about the fascists. You've put my own suspicions into words, Fraulein. Because what you say about the Brown Shadow is true, and that's what worries me. I used to think they were just a bunch of cranks in their ridiculous uniforms. But now I can see these lunatics really are serious. Deadly serious.
But you did know who was behind the Origin expedition.
Never gave it much thought, to be honest. Only met Huss and the scientists today. For me, they were no different from any other group I've trained. If I'd have known that, I'd have had second thoughts. Actually, do you know what?
What?
I'm going to stop training them.
Can you do that?
It's still a free country, right? So after a few weeks' notice, I'll be off the hook. At least, I get to spend the summer here with you. Painting.
But I don't paint.
No, you play. I paint. It's my passion. And you can be my muse.
Is that what you say to all the girls?
No. Never.
Hello, you two lovebirds. Everyone's going to bed, so you better come back inside or you'll catch cold, or worse.
And that's how Dana pipped everyone at the post. It only took one look for Leon to fall head over heels in love with her. And it didn't take much for Dana to fall for him. Love at first sight, you might say.
对，是他在讲故事，呵呵。所以画是莱昂画的，是吧？
The whole band stayed at the chalet all summer long. Then, I suppose, everyone went their own sweet way.
Did you ever see any of them again?
Oh, no.
What about Dana and Leon?
啊，李阳，抱歉。
They too went their own ways, I guess. And that, Fräulein Walker, is all there is to it.
Do
you know if she's still alive?
Can't be sure, but I doubt it. It was a lifetime ago, Fräulein Walker.
Where do you think she might be if she were?
No idea. Things went from bad to worse after that summer. Not to mention half the town was razed during the war.
Did Dana leave anything here? Any documents or anything that might help me find where she went?
Not that I know of. But I suppose there might be in Father's old coffer. Must still be in the loft. Junta bought it from him that summer, so she could use it to store her precious filming gear. She was supposed to come back for it, but she never did. If there is anything that can help you, it will be in there. So feel free to look around the refuge by yourself if you like, even though I don't think anyone managed to open the coffer since Junta left.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. Thank you so much.
为什么要在下雪天在外面聊得这么那个？为什么不在里面聊？
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
About Junta's coffer.
What about it?
没有翻译到这句。
Where did the coffer in the loft come from?
In fact, Father made it himself during the long winter evenings. He wanted something more elegant and solid than the old family coffer where he kept the takings. So he made the one upstairs, thanks to the techniques he learnt when he worked in the Vorarlberg factory in Valladolid.
Valladolid in France?
That's right. The price Junta paid was equivalent to a month's worth of takings. Money well spent, though, because it was built like a mountain fortress.
I'll be going then.
为什么要在外面吹风啊？哦，还可以下去。这个我看过。
Maintaining the refuge must be a huge job. As tough as Lenny is, I hope she has some help when she needs it. There's a cap blocking the view. There must be a way of removing it. Oh, the mechanism is blocking it.
还要投10块。
I have to put in a coin. Typical.
呵呵，我们要10块。好，先想办法去捡个10块。下楼，这有没有10块钱可以捡？
The authorities have closed the path due to excavation works on the other side of the mountain. Suits me. I wasn't exactly planning on climbing a mountain today anyway.
5124077733 November 2005，哎，那个时候刚关闭。最近被称为恶魔的小径下来发现，这条道路已经被关闭，方便挖掘工作。为了防止任何事故，禁止进入恶魔小径，直到后续通知为止。
That must lead to the other side of the circus.
翻译成马戏团是不是怪怪的？这里没有10块可以捡。 还是我可以去那个，跟那个来丽，我可以跟他妈妈打 call 吗？哦，这里可能有。
Oh, it's dazzling up here. I can see why they call it the Silberspiegel. Silber means silver, and Spiegel is mirror. The silver mirror. It certainly lives up to its name.
啊，就这样。我应该不用下去吧？看这个门的弹力太好了吧！
That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about.
这边有东西吗？看那个角度，你看那个角度，有狗！哎呦，你哪位啊？你为什么在里面？ 你看这个啊，
Reminds me of Hans's automatons in Valladolid. A mechanical stove. seen better days. Another object with the look of the Varlberg workshop.
应该还能用了，就是要开就是。
Ah, I see I'm not the only one stuck here. Pull up a seat and together we can moan about being stuck here.
Thank you, but I have things to do.
I hope you can stay until this evening at least. In London they have the changing of the guard. Here we get the changing of the colors. I guarantee it's worth the wait. English?
American, actually.
Oh, seeing as you've come so far, then... Besides, it's always nicer to be stranded in good company. From Belgium, myself, on a world climbing tour.
Ooh.
Stranded?
Didn't you know? They've closed the Teufels Tunnel. That's the path they call the Devil's Pass.
So that's what all the fuss is about.
All down to climate change.
You mean the thaw, right?
Made the path too dangerous to climb and apparently resulted in a morbid discovery.
Oh?
Bodies of resistance fighters killed while leading refugees to Switzerland. Frozen solid.
Resistance fighters? You mean frozen since the Second World War?
That's what the paper says.
Is that what the tent's for?
It's a temporary chapel of rest that the rescue team made while waiting for the bodies to be airlifted out.
I see. I guess there's no reason to disrespect the departed, even after all these years.
I only hope all this sudden interest from excavationists puts an end to the stupid rumors that a strange creature haunts the Silberspiegel. Otherwise, you can be sure as soon as the old lady pops her clogs, this place will become run over by those infernal tourists.
Can you tell me about this Devil's Path?
Oh, it's on the far side of the cirque, looking out from the terrace. As you can imagine, it's called Devil's Pass because it's extremely dangerous. Most of all because of the risk of avalanche. Only seasoned alpinists can negotiate it, really. As a professional alpinist myself, what I love about it is knowing I'm climbing in the tracks of courageous climbers of bygone times. There's a real sense of history about it. For example, resistance fighters used it during the war to smuggle vagrants and other victims of the Brown Shadow into Switzerland.
他们会不
Is
会
that the path they've closed that leads from the refuge?
That's right.
Thought so. I saw the notice.
They've blocked it off so the helicopter can airlift the frozen bodies from the bottom of the pass. Meantime, they have set up a temporary chapel of rest, as you can see.
Well, that's moving. It's important to show respect even after all these years.
那会不会是那个时候战争爆发的时候，然后我养他要带着他们逃离还是什么的，就想办法去走恶魔小径，但是就出事了这样子。所以那个 Dana 会不会其实现在人在瑞士？
I've had some experience with fantastic fauna myself. But what do you make of the so-called strange creature that roams the mountain?
Just another local fairy tale to pull in the tourists, if you ask me. They say it lives in prehistoric caves. And that it's responsible for people going missing. Ooh. Some even say that the mysterious cries you can hear on some nights are the creature calling for a mate. In other words, the usual twaddle you normally get in remote or uncharted places like the high mountain or the deep sea. Twaddle passed down from generation to generation through sheer ignorance.
Surely, from what I read on the way here, the cries could come from an animal native to the area, couldn't they?
That is my thinking exactly. No doubt a bear with something caught in his throat. It happens, you know. Probably scared a tourist one evening, or... maybe it was young pranksters.
What about those frozen bodies they discovered at the foot of Devil's Pass?
Well, due to climate change, the snow line has receded, revealing the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War. Most probably resistance fighters and exiles, trying to flee the fascist occupiers and reach Switzerland by the pass. I imagine they got caught in an avalanche. Poor wretches have been imprisoned ever since. Until today. That is why the authorities have blocked access to the pass, so they can take the bodies out, identify them, and give them a proper burial.
Right. Thanks for cluing me in. Anyway, I better get back to what I was doing.
You are welcome, Fräulein.
哦，真的是专家欸。我没有漏掉什么？应该没有吧。
Lenny's father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs. Must have taken him many hours. It's touching when you think about it.
这里应该没东西吧？你看那个视野有够难转的，它只能转到这，不能再转。要去哪里啦？小说。
An old book? The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann? Funny. My grandparents left me a copy before they died when I was a kid. I should get around to reading it someday. Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days.
哦，隐藏机关，但我还没有进去的意思。我还有一个任务还没解。
This must be Lenny's room. Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. Sweet.
看不懂。啊，刚刚看过了。啊，不对，几十年前看过了。哦，真的贴满了
Photos of the refuge. Looks like they're arranged by time period.
真的贴满了，可是好像都只有这边。就实际上他并没
There
有
are no
走
photos
出
of
去
the。occupation of Vaughan by the Brown Shadow. I guess that corresponds to when Lenny and her father had to leave the refuge. These date from before the war. There's even one from the summer when Dana worked at the refuge.
1938。1975、1976、1982、80。
All these photos go up to the 80s, including my date of birth.
哦，
This series ends at 2002, 3 years ago, when I began my journey with Oscar and Hans's train.
应该没了吧？它确实贴满了，可是不是世界的，是只有这里的，然后只是每一年而已。
It's pretty impressive. Obviously helps Lenny get up and about.
应该没东西了吧？出去了。
It must be a lot of work keeping this place going. Hats off to Demoiselle Lenny for managing all by herself. It's cold in here. Austere. Looks like a storage room. Another of those cigar butts. There. But who could have left it open?
我想说，在你后面，鸡鸡。
So that's the painting Dana told Lenny's father to buy. Not bad. And similar in style to my painting. Wonder what the others were like.
楼下好像有另外一张。有吗？我要先下楼一趟。我不知道为什么还是没解开啊！我还缺什么？要去哪里啊？看过了。我缺什么吗？还是我下去那个下面看看？
It's not the time to take the tram back. There's still a lot to do here.
那没啦。还是我那个其实可以。
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
还有什么可以聊？哦，还有。
How did you meet Leon Kobates?
Why do you ask? You from the police or something?
No. I just thought I'd ask, since you seem to appreciate him. Didn't you?
Fräulein, when I said you could look in the guest rooms, it didn't include my room. But yes, like I said before, he was a regular customer even before the episode with Dana. To me, he was like a movie star. What young girl wouldn't be bowled over by a young, handsome alpinist? And to top it off, an Olympic medalist?
I'll be going then.
就是他哦。原来他就是那个奥运金牌得主。还有什么可以
I
聊吗？
told you all I know.
可是我的那个还没有解开。
I have to put in a coin. Typical.
可是我没有。啊有，我有钱了。我以为我没有钱了，抱歉。 该直接看那个恶魔小径。
So that's what they call the Devil's Pass. Incredible.
还可以拍照的、哦。
The bodies of the resistance fighters that the alpinist mentioned must be inside. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
我可以都拍吗？10块钱都可以拍，很赚呢。10块钱可以拿到至少2张了嘛？该不会后面3、4每一个都可以拍，哦，就每一张都有。这个没讲话，管他的，都拍，都给他拍下来。这个是一定要拍的吧？
That's the fabled Silberspiegel. Oh, I wish I had time to watch it change color.
真正的名胜。女结带没写，不管，先拍钱。耶，观光，我有猜到了，可能会有。有什么东西都拍，瞎鸡巴乱拍。重点应该是这个，然后这个，然后这个，其他可能还好，这2个可能还好。那没有啦，我还漏了什么？还是我就要拼上去看看呢？还有没有什么没点到的？
If this goes on, I'll end up reading my way through the entire bookcase.
那你就看了。这里没有。哦。
Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days.
没了。死亡转角。过不去。应该没了吧？看过，都看过。哦，还有一个。
She's still sitting there, watching. Wonder what she's thinking about.
难道隔壁那间有漏掉的吗？不然我就真的要上楼了。什么东西卡了一下？好像没有东西呢。好吧。还是上去才有其他东西。他是讲开之前，对不对？开之前。
Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge.
也许，对，应该是还有。下去。
Take-up reel. Like the ones used on old cinema projectors.
接纳举盘。哦，可是现在应该上面没有东西。加入道具。这是什么？哦。哇，太厉害了吧！是什么？1945年。
I must remember to ask Lenny about it.
1945年4月13。
So much going on in these mountains. Now and before. But I'd better get back on track, or I'll end up renting a room from Demoiselle Lenny and explore the area for weeks. Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much. Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
什么意思？
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
好了，没了嘛，剩这个了。OK。
This must be Yunta's coffer, the one Lenny spoke about.
设置左边面板，设置顶面，设置右边，所以它有3个地方要搞定。卡住了。感觉不对啊。看起来颜色不对呢。 是不是？我觉得看起来有的看起来颜色不对啊。Good， 都是这里耶。这个应该是对的。诶，赞。这个解谜都跟那个有关，当地的风景。
Amazing. Now it shows the view from the terrace.
但我还需要密码吧？对啊。可是我怎么会知道密码？2个3位数啊！银镜的坐标72，右边是恶魔小径的坐标吧，108。呀 ，open， 耶，开着，呵呵，果然这个是自家的东西。
I'll need a key to open it.
拉太用力了吧？
A film developing company. They probably developed Yunta's films and sent them back once they were done. Looks like she didn't note down the end of her meeting with Dana. But it might still contain the info I need to open the coffer. No doubt Yunta must have written this. Summer 1937. The year Dana worked here. Let's see. I filled my last diary last night. Ordered another one, but still waiting for supplies to be delivered to the refuge. Using an old envelope in the meantime. Today invited Dana for a chat after her shift.
哦，直接接回来。哇，那刚刚那个到底是能开还是不能开？有钥匙的部分。
I'd like to know what Leon sees in her. I've never seen him so smitten. Thanks for popping up, Dana. How did the shift go?
Fine, same as usual.
Just finishing up here, then I'll make us a nice cup of tea.
Wow, that looks futuristic. What is it?
Ah, that little baby is my viewer. That's why it goes in the coffer.
What does it do?
I use it to put together and edit the rushes.
The what?
Rushes. In other words, the strips of unedited footage. I've finished today's selection, so be a dear and put it in the coffer, would you?
I would if I knew how.
Oh, just turn the key in the lock.
感谢凯特在2005年发现的文件，你可以重温他所描述使用 Dana 与过去获得的情报与 凯特进行的。哦，我现在可以。
The key Yunta asked me to hide.
Dana, be a darling and put the key somewhere safe. You can't be too careful with these mountain people, especially with that little Lenny sniffing around my equipment all the time.
Where do you normally put it?
I have a little hiding place over there.
所以我先 put， 可以先查看吧，谢谢。
Did you take this picture?
Of course.
How did you get to film them training?
Oh, it was a commission. Lucky, really. Right place, right time kind of thing. Of course, I jumped at the chance because it meant I could film Leon in action at last.
How did you and Leon get together? I mean, how did you...
We're just friends, if that's what you want to know.
避重就轻。
What's he doing with the Origin expedition?
Unfortunately, all scientific expeditions sponsored by the Brown Shadow come with a chaperone like him. There to make sure their funds are used as they see fit. In other words, that there is no divergence with regards to their ideology.
纯相片。
Herr Gustav's radio. Looks like he customized it, probably to compensate for the wave disturbance due to the mountains.
是你啊。
That's a lot of equipment you have there. If you don't mind my asking, how do you manage to pay for it all?
Oh, that's easy. Especially when you know a few generous patrons of the arts, dear.
Did you take the photos of the athletes? You're not often lonely then.
Well, look at our sweet little waitress. Doesn't she have a saucy mind? It's called art, dear. My work aims to explore every facet of youth and the vitality of bodies.
I bet it does.
可以进去吗？ 可以。
Hey, you little snoop. Where do you think you're going?
Just looking.
轻描淡写 ，just looking。
I love your photos.
Ah, well, they each represent an element of mountain wildlife and flora I've photographed recently. I used them as a sort of checklist.
A checklist, huh?
“照片组”
Yunta's blank film, soon to become movies. All these newspaper clippings mention the Brown Shadow. According to Father, their influence is growing among the population. Now that I've had the misfortune of meeting Herr Hess here, I understand his concern.
没了吧？哦，该去抢钥匙了。哎，我可以跟他聊两句吗？哎，点不到啊。
Be a darling and put the key in the stash near my bed, would you?
Is this where you want me to put the key?
Yes, there's a dear.
It's a handy hiding place. Who made it?
Oh, Herr Gustav. He knows only too well that some customers have their little secrets, you know.
Yunta's key should be safe in there.
Just need to finish preparing for the filming tomorrow. Then we can chat away to our heart's content. If you could just fetch me a new roll of film from the darkroom, then we're done.
是这里。这里，结果，
Get away!
居然有老鼠！
Yunta's coffer key.
Yeah. Open.
According to Yunta's notes, there was a room on the other side. I can't reach it anymore, but Dana could.
呵呵，看没有漏起来。救！
Where can I find the combination for the mechanism?
是那一组照片啊，可是就是这个。咦，不是这样看吗？应该没有其他东西了，应该是他那一组照片的，或是照片组。走，先切回去吧。看过，给你，是这个啦。哦。杨花杉树。
Here are the film rolls Yunta asked me for.
好，先切回去。Open。没有那个啊！我是不是少一个？它应该是有个什么东西在这里转，然后这里才可以看吧？我现在不能切回去那个可这不是空白的吗？总不会是放这个吧？对啊。 还要少。没事。
According to Yunta's notes, there was a room on the other side. I can't reach it anymore, but Dana could.
我现在切不回去啊。
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
使用，可是我没有东西可以用啊。还是他其实有？其实已经可以用了，还是这是个 bug？ 我应该要在之前再多做一点什么？这个已经不能动了啊。
No.
对啊，
Better try something else.
我没有东西用了。对啊，没有啦，就只剩下楼这个选项了。箱子里面也没有其他东西啊，还是真的有东西是我要下楼去？哦，这个啊，刚为什么不能点？
Vaughan Refuge, 1937. Yunta's films, taken during the summer Dana worked here. This one says Lenny director. So I guess Lenny did get to make her film after all.
熊塔拍的 ，Nanny 指导，傻小，好吧，至少我找到了。Go， 还2卷哦，这么多。
The screen is in the way.
呵。Go。哦，用这种方式播合理。嘿嘿，不要拍了。烦死了，在哪里安飘？因为他们是有走进去的。他有拍到他来爬。哦，原来只是刚开始的地方。谢。 这是晕塔拍的吧？哦，那个是他的房间，最一开始生气。哦，啊，对啊，果然是他画的。蛮厉害的。结束了，又要转圈。喂，喂。
Interesting footage. Let's see what's on the other reel.
看下一步。又要再拉一次，有病。Open， 哦，讲错了 ，Play。OK，Play。三小，互动版，2005年就有互动版，太厉害了吧！互动版影片，哇靠，太厉害了吧！不对，讲错了，这是1937年、1938年就有互动版的影片可以玩，太厉害了吧！我以为又是看影片，就他居然是拿起来拍，啊，那可以点互动。为什么不能开，还要故意过去推2下？诶，哦。踢到， 关起来。哦，没有，他不是要关起来。这该不会记录了他是怎么摔断腿的吧？哦，没有了。我总觉得有可能。吵架。诶，卡掉了，衣衫不整哦。可是好像吵架了哦。
Lenny didn't say she filmed a fight between Dana and Leon. I'd better go back and see her to find out about it.
下楼喽。哦，刚刚那个是两卷啊，一卷是那个忘记名字了，反正就是嘿2个人拍的啦，2个人不同的人拍的。他趁他在弄底片或什么的时候，偷他的器材拍的。难怪他不知道箱子是锁住，还偷去开看看。换位置了是不是？
Demoiselle Lenny, I saw the film you shot of Dana and Leon.
So Junta kept it. She got so cross when she discovered I'd rummaged through her stuff. She most certainly had secrets of her own, that one.
Hey.
I know it was ages ago, but can you recall what happened between Dana and Leon that day?
You do like flogging a dead horse, don't you, Fräulein? As you please. Since Junta never let me use her camera, I decided not to ask her anymore. Like that, she couldn't say no, could she? And that's when I heard them arguing.
跳回来。哦，这边切来切去，很厉害。
How could you agree to this, Leon? How could you?
I told you I had no choice. The local guide for Baltayar can't do it anymore. He got injured.
Why don't you just refuse them? It's their stupid expedition, not yours.
Look, Dana, I didn't want to tell you, but...
But what?
Frank Huss, that brute from the other night. He's the one that made the call here. In other words, he's taking revenge by sending me to the other side of the world with the Origin expedition. And he said that if I refused, something might happen. Not just to me, but to you as well.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You're a Vigarian and so are your parents, right? Well, Huss says it won't be long before the Brown Shadow is in power, and he made it clear that something was brewing, and that you and your parents would be first on the list.
What list?
I don't know, but it can't be good. Then he said that other Vigarians would follow.
Dear God.
Dana, darling, the world's gone crazy. Promise me you'll be very careful. It will be all right if you just watch yourself and what you say. I've asked Junta to stand by you just in case. It won't be long, darling. Half a school year at the Music Academy. I'll be home for Christmas. Promise. Oh, come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that. You know I don't like it.
Hey.
It's true, though. That's exactly where you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kubatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on then.
All right.
想不到。太矫情了，阿尔卑斯情人太矫情了。山上艺术家，好吧。
I'll call you my mountain artist from now on.
You've got a flair for names, I see. I like it.
Beautiful, isn't it? I could stay here forever.
难怪刚刚摄影机画面会变成白色，现在大家懂了吧？
There, Fräulein Walker. That is all I have to say. I hope this time you have what you need to continue on your journey.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. But there is just one more thing. You mentioned a music academy? They must have ledgers and archives. Maybe I'll be able to find out whether Dana left an address there.
Well, it hasn't moved. It's still in Vargan. Go to the musicians' district. It's right next to the musical square. That's all I can tell you. So if you don't mind, Fräulein.
Thank you. Then that's where I'll continue my search.
不是要问那
Is it
个
really worth your while to keep looking for Dana? Is it not just another pipe dream, Fräulein? I get the impression there have been others.
I prefer to look at it as a calling. Besides, I don't have much choice. Thanks to you, she's a part of me now.
As you wish. I hope you find what you are looking for.
Thank you. Again.
不是要问他那个 metal 的事情吗？
I've got everything I need from here, I guess. Best get back to the guest house. Get some rest. I'll go to the music academy first thing in the morning.
If I were you, Fräulein, I wouldn't wait too long before returning to the tram. It's a fair trot back to the station, you know. So, I expect this will be our last goodbye then, Fräulein. If I were you, Fräulein, I wouldn't wait too long before returning to the tram. It's a fair trot back to the station, you know.
他没有叫我进去跟他道别，就算了。他这么冷下雪的天气，这个瀑布没有停，所以才可以用水力发电，还是蛮特别。
I found her, my sweet Katusha. The girl in the painting. Her name is Dana. Dana Rose.
That's nice, Kate. Real nice.
I'm gonna find out who she was, just like I promised you.
Nothing more than a good old adventure to forget your grief, I guess. You should go, Kate, or you're gonna miss the tram.
分歧。
There will always be a train for you.
我们翻译的真的是不怎么样。哎，结束了，难民营。到底是谁啦？妈一直看。你是要不要下来相认？看，继续躲哎、真是几百啊，没事。 蛮快的。他在太阳下山前就已经要回城市去了，这电车其实要坐很久。不过也是啦，他其实就是上去聊聊天，解个谜，所以还好，没有很长时间。我还是觉得这个设计很屌，还是这个其实在国外很正常，在我们这边没有这样设计而已。就是车子会保持是车厢会保持是平的，它不会因为上下坡就变斜的。回来也是天色都黑了。到了，打开日记。去了难民营。这个可怕的工作。哦，他有搭机到难民营。哦，他是搭飞机。呵呵。晕塔，莱昂，来到一个包塔雅的地方。OK。Dana Rose。
Oh gosh, what a day!
再看一次。
I hope Oscar's okay, wherever he is. I'm not abandoning him. I just need to find him.
有难度。夜晚应该没什么好逛的了吧
？Closed. It's late. Frau Wagner must have gone to bed.
没有人了吧
I beg you, Kate, please come back and say goodbye to your mother. Call me so we can organize your return in the best conditions possible. Call me for the sake of what's left of our friendship.
There's no point. It's too late, Olivia.
看就扣一下会怎样？把话讲清楚啊！为啥要这样盯呢？可以查那个吧，音乐包。哎呦，这是什么？ 有查过的吗？俄罗斯与中国之间的一个中亚国家。哦，
Nothing relevant. The expedition mustn't have led to any major breakthrough, I guess.
没有那一个远征队。学员变成了高地指挥部。哇，隔音排练室被用作牢房和侦讯室。查得到吗？哎，可以。呵呵呵。他也是抗军战士之一。女主角
No results about Dana. She probably never got famous.
浏览器，呵呵呵。
Huh. Yunta. Demoiselle Lenny told me a lot about her. But was she some kind of spy?
呵，他是失败，太厉害了吧！被谣传的身份处于争议中心，最初被指控与中影合作，然后他是同盟国秘密机构工作者，特别是英国。哇！啊，那个还是化名，还不是他真正的名字。哦，双重特务身份。哦，哎，我刚没有注意到那个。为什么多了一个鱼啊？这个是不是没有那个没有更新？
The more I discover about Dana, the more I get the feeling I'm only scratching the surface of Vaughan's history. Ugh, but hey, let's call it a day. I really should go to bed now.
还刚好那个小小的珠线，我没有发现这个直接，我只想要点一下电脑，但坏习惯。呵呵呵。应该是看过的，这个应该是。Go back。有信。
Colonel Blake. Vaughan Institute for Forensic Science and Medicine. Charming.
院士官通知。看不到。
Do not disturb. Well, all right then. That's Germany over there. I wonder how far Barockstadt University... Vaughan is surrounded by the Alps. Switzerland is right on the other side. I understand why Wagner's call their town the heart of Europe. It's literally in the center of it.
睡觉。说好了睡觉呢？这什么奇怪的睡觉姿势？为什么是跳1983年？奇怪的时间。83不就是他刚出生的时候吗？
Is that you, Katie?
Yes, Mom! I mean, who else can it be? Looks like Mom's friends came over again last night. She's been seeing them a lot since what happened to Dad. Maybe too much.
“这看起来几岁？10岁。”
Another letter for Dad. Last time it took Mom days to find the strength to open it.
“不知道是什么，先关回去。”最亲爱的莎拉，哦，莎拉是他妈妈。哦，这是那个祖父母寄来的信。这是他爸爸过世之后的那个吧，沙拉德药。
Mom bought those again. Mom bought those again.
The piano that Mom ordered will soon be here.
couldn't bring myself to tell her that I wanted a drum kit instead.
随时会送到干起。
Wow. I hope I get to travel around the world too when I grow up.
差一点，差一点，你差一点就真的要环游世界。经典哦，就是这一本《Mountain》。
Grandpa and Grandma from New York gave it to me for
Magical
my last
Mountain.
birthday. Really ought to read it, or at least dog-ear the pages so it looks like I did.
来，我翻一下。我们在1930几年。
Oh, hello, Munchkin.
Hey, Mom.
在1930几年的时候有看到那个，然后1983年有看到。检查房子。
Is everything okay, Katie?
这个是音乐盒吧？
We haven't seen Grandpa and Grandma for a long time. Mom says they'll probably come over from New York on her birthday. Hmm.
啊，总算半途什么意思？果然，因为这个太像音乐盒了，就故意先不要点。哦，还可以继续探索哦，那还好。哦，是这个，那没了。啊，我刚刚没有关起来，抱歉。哎，好，没事。OK，take it。它还好，这个它有做那个，可以让你自己继续，避免你不小心点到，然后就那个。哇，开心的嘞！他很喜欢翘左脚。
You forgot your music box.
Be careful with that, please, Munchkin.
哦，好吧，换翘右脚了。
Where'd this come from?
I already told you. Your grandma and grandpa gave it to me when I was little.
Doesn't look like it's from New York, though.
I don't know. Must have been in the family forever.
呵呵，
I just love it.
You've always liked it, ever since you were little.
Will you give it to me when I'm big?
Maybe, if you're a good girl, when I get old.
So when will that be then?
Later, Katie.
"飞起来啦！见鬼啦！ 来了。真的飞起来。
In a very, very long time, I guess. When I'll be gone.
不是天亮了的意思吗？杜克这封信。
Dear Kate, wherever you are now, despite the sad news it contains, I hope this letter reaches you in time.
Oh, give it a rest, Olivia.
你到底要不要打电话？
What the hell? You want me to call you, Olivia? Fine. I've survived worse criticism. I shouldn't put it off. I better call Olivia while I have the courage. 我不用记电话号码，是不是？2123591519。可是我去哪里自省？我没有地方自省啊。对啊。 他是没有穿鞋。对。 Who do you think you are, Olivia Foster? It's easy to judge and lecture me from New York. You know nothing about what I've gone through, of what I've had to endure since leaving Hans. 这是我都看过了。音乐广场。妈妈。为什么不穿鞋啊？很脏哎你。自省是在哪里自省？ 我卡住了。 Looks like I'm not the only one who can't sleep tonight. This is not the time to surf the web. If I don't call Olivia now, I never will.
可是我在哪里自省？ 哦，这里。想想。
Don't know why I should be so nervous about making a simple phone call. I mean, hey, I've crossed Europe, been in all sorts of danger, and yet look at me here. I'm worrying about talking to my former best friend. Oh, and I think I used to spend my life on the phone gossiping with her. So what do I risk? Criticism? The one who missed her mother's funeral because she was breaking rocks at the bottom of a mine. In any case, Olivia hasn't stopped criticizing me ever since I left Valladolid on Hans Vorarlberg's train. I'm the one who should be criticizing her. I mean, come on. Isn't she the one who took advantage of my absence to get her hooks into Dan? Now look at me, mulling over old grudges. That's exactly what I wanted to escape from when I decided to go with Hans in his train to Syberia. And then there was the departure with the Yukon tribe, their seasonal migration. Come on, Kate, for Christ's sake, stop procrastinating. Just make the darn call and get it over with.
你内心戏很多。再犹豫个10分钟，没。再想想，再想想。再想想，啊，算了，不要再想了。哦，这一点是不是？他怎么好少拨一个号码？
Hello? Hello? Mr. Canton, is that you? Who's there, please?
Olivia, it's me, Kate.
Kate? Gee, it's so weird to hear your voice after all these years.
Got your letter, Olivia.
Kate, I sent it 2 years ago.
I know. Things have been complicated.
Complicated? I see. And so when are you coming back to New York? You know, to visit your mother's grave?
You know I can't come back, Olivia. I'm still wanted by the police over the sale of the Vorarlberg factory.
Oh, I haven't forgotten, believe me. If only you knew how much the accusations hurt your mother. Visits from the police, the requisitions, and just when she was diagnosed, too. And yet the poor woman never stopped hoping that her daughter would come back one day. Or at least call to help her in her final days.
I'm calling precisely because I do care. It's just that ever since Katyusha's death and escaping from the mine, well, things have been, yeah, complicated. And then there's the woman in the painting, Dana.
What are you talking about, Kate? Just listen to yourself. None of what you're saying makes any sense.
Olivia, please.
Kate, Okay, listen to me. I thought you had plenty of time to think about how you abandoned all of us. Me, your mother, Dan, or even that poor Mr. Canton. And maybe felt at least some remorse. But I guess I was dreaming. All you do is keep chasing castles in the sky and ignore those who care about you.
你好了吗？
I get why you're mad. Do you think I'm not mad at myself?
Well, I hope so.
But there's nothing I can do now to change what happened. It's over, Olivia. All I have now is the woman in the painting.
Oh, Kate. I should have known. And I should never have asked you to call me. Goodbye, Kate. I hope you find whatever it is you've been looking for these past 3 years. One thing's for sure, though. You wanted to be alone. And that's how you're gonna stay.
他刚电话是无线的，很帅。公用电话居然是无线的，超猛。
Okay, let's go, kiddo. Another day, another page. A new day in Vaughan. I must take the tram to that music academy where Dana Rose was a student in the 1930s. With a bit of luck, they'll have kept her records.
好，就先到这边啦，差不多了。刚好卡在一个新的点，哦，算是推了一些进度啊，反正 whatever 大概就这样。好啦，那就先这样啦，就再看看，下次再说。好了，那今天就先看到这边啦，就下次再见啦，拜拜。